it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. They'll start by running the option to the right. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Murray now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Mike Purcell.
Good tackle by Mike Purcell in his 2nd year with the Broncos after 3 previously with San Francisco.
At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Broncos' 12-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now this time Murray to throw it. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive. And 3... points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ready,
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3, Broncos nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Open man Hamler, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Now Kaepernick. He can run for, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 12-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 57 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Good.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And the Broncos first down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. He's got his first catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Julian Edelman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
13.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll go up top here for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the option, it's Murray. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by
no gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Murray finds his tight end Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Operating from the gun, Murray. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Kaepernick going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the turnover, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Chiefs 26.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Denver.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Broncos.
Now Kaepernick again. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kyler Murray, 31 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker on for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 33, Broncos 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leader...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Colin Saunders able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Kaepernick's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. To throw, Kaepernick. Flush to his right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Kaepernick. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
48-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Kamara there with a 1st down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
And just shutting him off there. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Final score.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Chiefs, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I